Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.com. These are some of the supplies I'm going to be using today. I'm going to show you how to use a stencil for 3 different looks for 3 different cards. You can use any pattern stencil with this, it doesn't make any difference, any one will do. I just picked the first one that I came to. So I'm going to be doing heat embossing, I'm going to be doing some ink blending, and I'm going to be using, well, this is an expanding mousse, but I am just going to be using it as an embellishment mousse. This mousse is quite thick and I don't really want the card to move, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the card to the back of the stencil, then I'm going to turn it over and then add it using a spatula. It is, like I said, it is quite thick and it can be quite tricky to put it on, but it gives a really lovely effect. Of course, I forgot to press record the first time, so I had to do it again. But never mind, it still turned out really nicely. Because I ended up with 2 of these, because I forgot to press record on the first one, I did heat one of the panels up, so you can show the effect of the expanding mousse. But that's what it looks like, and it's really lovely. You can use any colour, of course, any kind of mousse, any kind of paste, anything that you have, and it is really lovely. This is the panel where I heated up the mousse. I'm not sure if you can see it properly, but it does give a very different effect than just using it as an embellishment mousse. And this is a card I made using the same technique. It's not great, I made it just for this video so you could see what it looks like. But I did like the tone on tone, because obviously I used the pink mousse on a pink card, and I do like the effect of that. I do like how it looks. So this next technique is heat embossing. I'm actually not very good at this technique. I can never get it quite right, but I did want to show you how to do it so you could have a go for yourself. It's basically, instead of using dye inks with colour, you use an embossing ink pad through the stencil. You remove the card, add your embossing powder and heat it up like normal. You can get some absolutely beautiful effects using this technique, and it's not difficult, it's just that, as I said, I can never get it quite right, but it does look quite nice. I would absolutely love to know your favourite stenciling techniques. If you have any hints and tips, if you have any special ways that you like to do it to make your cards, please drop a line in the comments to let me know, and it might help somebody else as well. That cloth I used there is called a Swiffer. Absolutely fantastic for picking up glitter and powder. Brilliant. So I used the bronze embossing powder for this demonstration, but on the card I'm going to show you I actually used the gold. They both look really nice. Absolutely beautiful, both of them. But you do get a kind of distressed look in the background, because as I said before, I'm not great at putting the embossing ink through the stencil, but I'm not dissatisfied with the results. I think they both look very nice. So for this third and final technique for today, it's going to be our old favourite ink blending. I think everybody loves this, don't they? I know I do. It's my favourite way to do it, because you can use as many colours as you like, and which, depending on which stencil that you use, which medium that you use, you can use water through the stencils once you've ink blended it. You can use pastes, you can use paint, you can do all sorts with it. But I do still love the ink blending. So I'm going for a kind of autumny, if that's a word, look for this one. I'm just going to bung a load of colour down on the paper through the stencil, and then that's it. You can't go wrong. I just absolutely love this. I could do this all day. It's my favourite stenciling technique, and it's so simple. And I love the big reveal at the end. Very exciting. And don't forget, if your ink blending looks a bit blotchy, the ink will smooth out as it dries and give you a much smoother, much nicer look. So here is the card that I made for this video, just to give you an idea of what you can do with it. This is my favourite one, because like I say, it's my favourite technique, and I think I actually spent a little bit more time on the card, but I hope you like it anyway. I hope this has been a helpful video. Please let me know in the comments if it has, or if there are any other stenciling techniques you would like to see, because there are 1,000,001 out there. So many videos out there on stenciling. There are just so many different things you can use for your stencils, different cards you can make. There's just all sorts. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you again for watching. Bye bye now.